I would say I don't make the rules, but I kind of do, so. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Whether this is your first time or you're back for more, I'm so glad you're here with me today, because today we are doing a full get ready with me. These are my favorite videos to film besides travel vlogs. Today we're getting into this like fun city look. I just have on a white tank top, some extra cute pants, some jewelry, necklace, hair, you know, all the things of being a girl that I just really love and enjoy. We're doing today. You enjoy just doing makeup and feeling like you're on FaceTime with your girl. This is the video for you, because I love watching these videos. Turning it on while I'm doing something else and it just feels like I'm on FaceTime with a friend. Girl, go do the dishes or something, because we about to get on FaceTime. But I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you at the end. Bye, girl. So we are hopping right into makeup. Today I am going to film a campaign, and so I was like, let me take my time getting ready and like not rush too much, even though I'm kind of rushing. So I am starting off with my hair slicked back. I actually have a slick back tutorial on my channel. It's pretty old, but I use the same products. And when I say old, I mean it's like 6 or 7 years old. Let me know if you guys want me to do an updated tutorial, but I feel like there's a million and one slick back tutorials, and the only thing I'm doing different right now than from that video is using a different edge brush, and it's called Baby Tress. It was a black owned business that actually went out of business, but I believe there might still be a few available on Amazon. If you are interested in how I did my slick back, I will put that tutorial in the cards for you guys to watch. I'm also starting off with my brows done. I don't know, guys, I just can't sit down and do my brows and they turn out well. So one of these days when we do a full get ready with me together, I might start in the bathroom and actually show you guys my brow tutorial, but I will show you guys the products that I used. So I have been using the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil for quite some time. It's small where you can really get into the details, but not too small where it breaks if you're like shading in anything. So I love that. I cleaned up my brows with the LA Girl Pro Concealer. I feel like this is a YouTube cult favorite. Like, I remember when all the girls were using this when this came out a while ago, but I use the shade Espresso, and of course you guys can find this at Ulta. Something different I've been using, they actually sent me over this product to try. It is by a brand called Make, and it is their Infinite Hold Sculpting Brow Gel, and I actually have really been loving this. The pencil I didn't love as much, just because like I mentioned about the Morphe pencil, it was so thin. It was so thin that when I was like actually filling in my brows, it would break, but it was really good for like the line, the outside line. However, this is amazing. I feel like there's so much product in this. If you're looking for a new brow gel, give this one a try. Of course, we have to moisturize our lips, because I am very against chapped lips. So what can I say? This is the 𝐬𝐻𝐵igelow, something like that, but this is the Mentha Supreme 2X. I have been using this since like middle school. This stuff is so good. I love to put it on. I have one like everywhere. You can buy them at Bath and Body Works, and I know they're available online as well. If you follow me over on TikTok, you know how much I actually have a brand new one right here. I love the 𝐬𝐸𝐻𝐻𝐬. Am I saying that right? I love this lip balm specifically because of the applicator. But if you don't want to pay 20-something dollars for some lip gloss, which is completely understandable, I would definitely recommend the other one. This one has a little bit more of a tingle just because it has mint in it, and I kind of like that tingle sensation, but this one doesn't have that. The only real winner for this one is the metal applicator. However, the formulas are very, very similar as far as what it really does for your lips. I do want to do a separate video of, I have so many new makeup products that I want to try, like the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Barrier Boost. Don't know what it does, but Danessa has never led me wrong. I have the Tower 28 Facial Rescue Spray. Again, don't know what it does, but wanted to give it a try. I have some new blushes, a new foundation, some new concealers. So I think I'm going to save all of those products and do like a full face of new makeup products video. Today we're just going to stick with the OGs, and I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. Starting off, our cult favorite, and by cult favorite I mean my cult favorite. It is the One Size Oil Sucker Primer, and I actually got the One Size Oil Sucker Spray because I want to give this a try. We'll see, y'all. I would be ashamed to get on here and tell you guys how long I've had this product, but also this is a safe space. It's been at least a year. and let's just say it's so faded that I can't even tell when it expires. You guys know how I feel. Makeup expires when I say it does. Do y'all know how expensive makeup is these days? And you want me to like use this whole tube in 10 months? It's not happening. Sorry, the average person's not wearing a full face of makeup every single day. And I'm the average person. So I'm just blending that over my nose. And as we know, this is a product that dries down to a cast and really just puts a barrier between like the really oily parts of your face and the rest of your makeup. However, this is not something to like just slap all over your face unless you are just like oily everywhere. I would only put this product where you are truly oily, but like anywhere else, don't just be putting it on to put it on. So while that dries down, I'm gonna go in with some primer on the rest of my face, and I'm gonna go in, I am gonna go in with the e.l.f. primer. I feel so passionately about this primer. I don't think I've ever been able to put it down since I purchased it, but this is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer with niacinamide in it. I'm a huge fan of niacinamide, so any product with that is really gonna get me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just applying this everywhere. I didn't put the oil sucker primer, which is just everywhere but my nose. I try to make sure I bring it up under my eye just so I have that tackiness there, and then my forehead, of course. And if you are not someone who has a fan, please get hip. I beg of you. This just makes drying down between each step so much quicker, especially when you're in a rush. But when I'm not in a rush, I just like to enjoy like the product drying down. While this dries down just a little bit more, you guys know how I feel about Love Island. Honey, we are 3 episodes in when I am filming this. It is currently Friday, June 5th. So there's another episode tonight. Many thoughts. I know we said we didn't want people who, and by we, I want to be very clear. I never said that. I loved having like wannabe influencers on the show because they knew what it took appearance-wise. Why are the girls in flats? Why are the girls in flip-flops? Like, it's giving y'all are at my local pool and not in Fiji, and I don't like that. Also, hello, elephant in the room. I just realized, I didn't just realize, but I just remembered this is my first video since I got braces. Yeah, so let's unpack that. I actually had braces when I was 16, had them for 2 years, and everything was good. And then, you know, I won't blame anyone for what happened. However, I took out my retainer at a cookout. I put it by my plate, somebody was cleaning up, they threw it away, and I was getting ready to move up here to DC, and I never got the retainer back. And then I got the retainer and they had to redo my mouth, like redo the trays, and I just have never liked it since then. And so I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't wearing it. And then because even when they had redone the trays, my teeth had shifted just a tiny bit, and I just didn't like that. So then I never was wearing the retainer, so my teeth shifted just a touch. And so I was like, you know what, let me fix this now before it gets too bad, and then we're wearing that retainer. Like, y'all is my witness. I'm wearing the retainer because I don't want to do this again. This experience with braces has been so far different than my first experience. My first experience, I feel like the orthodontist was a lot more professional and I was really comfortable in my braces. Now it's constantly a problem. Like, I've had, the entire time I had braces, ooh! Oh my gosh. Back to regularly scheduled programming. The first time I had braces, I never had a broken bracket. I never had a bracket fall off. I never had a wire poke out. Well, obviously you have wire poke out, like wires poke out, but like when I say a wire poke out, I mean like coming out the bracket, like the wire has come out the bracket. I've never had that. This time I got my braces in February. It is currently June, beginning of June. So I've had 3 tightenings and I have had to go back like a week or 2 after ever since. It is so inconvenient, and I just feel like do it right the first time. Like, why do I have to keep coming back to you? And then on top of that, they don't have spots. Like my original orthodontist, I would have gone back to her, but she's located in North Carolina, and that was just a lot of back and forth. But my original orthodontist, she would have like emergency spots. So like if you have a wire poking out, it would be like, okay, you can come in because we have like these emergency spots built in. But this person, they'd be like, oh, well, can you come in like a week? Like, bro, I can't eat. The wire is literally poking my cheek. Like, what do you mean? I have wax all around my bottom jaw, and you're talking about, can you come in a week? Hello? If you don't find me a spot. So, yeah. Needless to say, definitely would not recommend this orthodontist. And when I was, like, shopping around orthos, this place had the best reviews. And now that I think about it, I'm kind of like, I wonder if people were incentivized to give like a 5-star review after they got their braces off, or like money back or something like that, which when I get my braces off, we will find that out. I'll come tell y'all the tea. Like, are y'all out here getting people to give good reviews? Come on now. Is that illegal? It feels like it should be. Next, I am going in with the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer, and I'm gonna use this around my mouth just to lighten it up. I feel like around my mouth, Lord. I feel like around my mouth is a teeny bit darker than the rest of my face, which is not a bad thing, but when I want a seamless look, it is. So I'm going around my mouth with that. This is a product where you don't need a lot. A little bit goes a long way. Like, I have had this for, this is what the inside of the container looks like, but I have had this product for at least 5-6 months. Like, I am barely making a dent in it. And then I am just gonna blend that out with a really packed in dense brush. I have a second shade of that product, and I use that one more during the summer, and I can't believe it's June already. Like, can we talk about that for a second? I'm probably gonna be transitioning to that summer color in just a few days, if not the next time I do my makeup. I'm stuck because I normally would go in with the Danessa Myricks Skin Tint. I'm in the shade 14, but I remember how much I love this Maybelline Fit Me Lumi Matte Foundation, and one of my favorite influencers, not one of my favorites, she's my favorite influencer. My favorite influencer recently reminded me how much I love this product. She was just like, I've been using this recently, and I'm like, I forgot how much I really like that. So I kind of want to use that today because I really like the finish of it. This is the Maybelline 30 Hour Lumi Matte Foundation. I am in the shade, what am I in? 370. This is what the foundation looks like, and I'm probably just gonna use this little palette that I have and probably put like 3 squirts on there. That honestly was more than enough. I could have got away with 2. I'm hoping this is my color during the summer, but if not, I'm gonna go in and get a different color. But I'm gonna apply this with the Sephora Collection Pro Foundation brush. It's like a painter brush, and I'm just going to apply this foundation all over, but the match is insane on my skin. I don't think I want like a full face look today. Actually, I kind of do. I'm not gonna lie. So I am gonna put a little bit more foundation than I would normally put. I know some people like don't put foundation under their eyes. I do. I'm gonna blend that out with this Real Techniques. This is in the shade, This is in the number 213, but like, I remember why I love this. Oh my gosh, I haven't used this in months because I've just been riding that skin tint wave, but I'm like, this is not heavy at all. When doing my makeup, I love anything that's gonna give me that my skin in a bottle or my skin but better look, and this is that. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Okay, you know how some people's eyes run when they're doing makeup? Mine is my nose runs. Like, my nose gets to running whenever I do my makeup. And then the extra from my brush, when I take off my scarf, I'm just gonna bring that up there. I am trying to do a better job of when I think of someone, texting them right then and there, because I will forget. I'm gonna text my coworker who's on leave just to make sure he's doing well. Ooh, y'all. Everything is dropping, so I'm gonna be moving this year, which we will discuss in another video. And when I move, I think I'm gonna get rid of my vanity because I just need something bigger, which is a blessing to like have this amount of like material stuff, honestly. But to have makeup and receive makeup is such a blessing and like a dream. Honey, I ain't got no space, so I'm like plus this is already shoved into a corner, so there's really truly no space, but like there's no space. Like no space. No matter how many times I reorganize it, we can only reorganize so many times before it's like, girl, get something bigger. So if you have any vanity suggestions, please let me know. Of course, there's like the IKEA Mom, and that's always like everyone's go-to, but I kind of want to try something like different and unique. Like the one I have now is like this oak. It's like this oak with like this marble kind of top. One thing I want to do, and I might make this into a series over on TikTok, is do a series where I like go to a bunch of different professional makeup artists and kind of, number one, get my makeup professionally done, which I've never had, but also learn their techniques. Not learn their techniques, I don't like the way that sounds. I basically want to go and figure out if they do my face differently than I do it and see if there's anything that I learned. I also want to do a photo shoot this September, so I feel like trying out some different makeup artists would be a cool series just to see like, what do you, like, how do you do my face and you're not me? I don't know, like that to me is cool. Like, what do you see in my face that you're like, you should highlight that? Because I feel like I've been doing my face for so long. Like, I know my face, hello, it's mine. I feel like having a third-party perspective, I don't know, y'all know what I mean. Like, I'm not trying to go there and steal their secrets, but I'm like, I wonder what you're doing and like if I could learn something new. Yeah, y'all get it. I hope that didn't come out problematic. Like, I'm gonna add in my concealer. So I'm using the Haus Labs concealer. This is in medium deep golden. If you want to know how much I use this concealer, I didn't have to look at the name to tell you. So there you go. This is pretty empty. I have another one actually that I got during the Sephora sale. Yeah, this empty. I'm swiping the sides. I'm gonna put that down and then I'm gonna go in while that dries down and add in my liquid blush. So there was a liquid blush that I tried, but I'm still gonna put it in the new makeup products video just because it is new and I've only used it once. But it was this Rare Beauty liquid blush and it's in the shade Joy. And I don't know about you guys, but I started following people even when there's a language barrier on TikTok, because there's this one girl, I think her name is Rebecca. Her makeup is flawless. My God, today she doesn't speak she might speak some English, but she is French speaking. First off, what a flex. Like, how cool. But I think I've been using typically the glam liquid blush, but like, if you're an OG on the channel, you know I was writing on this hard. So this is the this is the Huda Beauty liquid blush filters, and it came in this duo, like this mini duo, so that you could try some out. When I say this duo had me in a chokehold for like a while. But as I'm putting this on, it's making me think of Mona Leo's, honey, what's up with the pronunciations today? It made me think of her song, Everything Pinka. That song is the epitome of what it's like to walk out of the beauty salon with your hair done. Like, everything's pinka right now, like, hello. So the other one was in the shade strawberry, cream, and this one is in the shade black cherry. And I put on way more than I normally do, but like, hello, I've just been really into blush lately, haven't we all? Thanks to Esther. I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose, but I always say I'm gonna get the full size of these, and then I like never add it to my Sephora cart, so I never remember to get it while I'm in store. So I'm kind of like, let me, while this dries down just a little bit, let me do that. Let me add it to my Sephora cart. Everything pinka. Somebody's dropping a lychee collection. I'm obsessed with lychee. Oh, it's a body mist? Yeah, I must smell this. Is it in stores? Their name is 𝐬𝐩𝐽. It's in stores. Should we? Okay, that's not even what I came on here for. See what I mean? I'm telling you, if Sephora had like Ulta's beauty rewards, the money I was spending there. Oh, and there's this Fleur father figure that this girl I'm mutuals with. You see how easy it is to get distracted? She said that this scent is everything. All right, back to the makeup. So going in with the M204 brush, and I'm just gonna kind of mix in those blush things I put on. I saw somebody say like, why does everybody want their blush in the same spot? It's makeup. Like, if you don't want your blush there, you don't have to put it there. Hello? Like, but I be bringing mine all the way up to the brow bone, y'all know. Oh, this is so pinka. Hold on. I definitely know it'll calm down once I like put everything else on there, but I feel like I could have got away with putting the excess on my nose. Yeah, that's a lot on the nose. Not gonna hold you. It'll balance out. Oh, we are gonna talk about the elephant in the room. Let's be very clear. The elephant in the room is, where the heck have I been? I'm gonna do a separate like catch-up chat. I think I might film that this weekend too, just because I have a lot to do this weekend now that I think about it. I have a very packed weekend. I'm just blending out that concealer seamlessly into the blush. Of course, we're gonna catch up on all things, but the root of the tutor is, I've been working day and night like Michael Jackson. Work is consuming my life, question mark. We'll get into all of that. I've definitely been putting like some systems in place, or attempting to minimize the fact that like I'm working as much, but I also think I'm someone who to a degree enjoys working, so I have the time to do that now. I'm young. I'm in my 20s. I don't have a man, I don't have a kid, don't want no kids, so it's kind of like if there's any time to pour into working, it's right now. Like, let me do this while I have the free time, and then when other priorities come up, I can focus on those priorities. Oh, I forgot to put some on my forehead. My favorite thing about not rushing to do my makeup is just like not rushing to do my makeup. If you have done your makeup and you truly have somewhere to be, like it's like you're running around, stuff doesn't like, it's blending, but it's not like fully blended the way it could be because you're rushing. There's just something about like taking the time to do your makeup. There is this donut place here in DC. It's called the Salty. I went there with a friend. We did like this walking tour of DC where we walked from the top of DC to the bottom. And this donut, I have literally gone back like numerous times. By numerous, I mean one other time after the first time. But where I'm going to film this campaign today is over by the donut place, and I'm like, should I go get me a donut? Like, hold on. One thing I am really excited about is this Rhode Summer Bronze collection. I will be getting my hands on that bronzer. I'm gonna film a review for you guys because I'm very particular about bronzers, contours, all the things. And the shade depth on that collection, stellar. What would Gloria say? Haley, you were in the lab, like for real. Where is my, here we go. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood contour wand. Yeah, and I'm just going to add some more depth to my face. So when I put contour on my nose, it's not because I want my nose to look skinnier. Let's be very clear. It's just because between the foundation and the concealer, I feel like there's no depth to my nose unless I like intentionally put some contour there. But like, am I trying to pull a Michael Jackson? No. Where's my brush? And trust me, there's nothing wrong with Michael Jackson. Now, did he go? He went a little far, but that first nose job was good. It was cute. The first and the second one was good. Number 3, 4, 5 started to get shaky. But also, you're Michael Jackson. You can do whatever you want. I'm gonna go in with this Kevyn Aucoin brush because I can't find my normal one, and I feel like this one is pretty similar. But hold on, I might like this one a little bit more. Hold on, Kevin. 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 I am gonna add a little bit to my chin. Now my chin could look a little bit slimmer, okay? I have been eating. Although that's my business, I could stand to have a little bit of a thinner chin line. And I'm kind of gonna blend into the edges of the concealer I put on my forehead just so it's seamless. This brush is really nice. I feel like with the e.l.f. brush I have to do a little bit more work, but it's the Kevyn Aucoin Duet contour brush. So one side is like a defined line where you could actually put the product, and the other side is a blend side, and that's the side I'm using. It sure is blending. And I feel like you could also use this defined side for like your nose. I don't want like a super harsh line. Like I mentioned, I'm really only trying to add like dimension back into my nose. As we can see, the blush doesn't look as bad now. It was giving scary airy earlier. Just a little bit. Hold on, this is a face, this is a face. Let's go ahead and set it all. I think what I'm gonna do is mix these two powders, which I always do. But when I say mix these two powders, I think I'm gonna put them in a container and mix the powders together and use that. Innovation! Because like, even when Huda like dropped the duos, they were still two separate duos. Like you had to do the sifting on top, but I genuinely want you to get in there with a spoon and mix them up. But I like to start with the ube birthday cake, put it on the back of my hand, like just to get the excess off, and then I like to go in with the sugar cookie and then do the same. And I know what you might be thinking, but wouldn't this be the pink cherry blossom shade? Like, I have that one too. But no, it's not. It's different. Like, this one just has a little bit more depth, and it really gets rid of those yellow tones. I don't know. It's just different. I would say I don't make the rules, but I kind of do. So, especially when it comes to makeup, you literally make the rules. See, my nose, it's running. And then I just like to make sure that's like super seamless and flawless underneath my eye, because my biggest pet peeve, and I know some people can't help it, but if I see you out and it's just crinkle city underneath your eye, I kind of immediately get pissed off. I'm not gonna lie. But I know like there's a lot of factors to that. Everything pinker. Y'all, that song is stuck in my head. So next I'm gonna go in with this Juvia's Place bronzer duo. Y'all know this is like the one, there's a few products in my makeup routine that I feel like I can't like replace. The e.l.f. Niacinamide primer, I've yet to find something that works like that. The Milk Hydro Grip primer is good, but it's not as sticky to me. I'm just going in with the bronzer palette. I'm in Deep Dark and I'm just going in with the darker shade, just adding some dimension back to my face. One thing I will say is when I use the Huda blush, like cream blushes, compared to when I use the 𝐬𝐸𝐲𝐬, like you very clearly can still see the blush right here. Like if I did not put on any more blush, I think I would be good. But with the 𝐬𝐸𝐲𝐬, like you really kind of do need to go back in with another powder blush or something like that. So while that is all setting, I'm gonna do my lip liner. I'm gonna wipe off that menthol. I'm gonna go in with the puff that I had around like underneath my eye, take the excess that's already on here and just powder my lips. If y'all have ever tried to put a lip liner on some glossy shiny lips, you know it's not easy. I need to get another lip liner, but actually I have some lip liners that I was sent over to try and they sent me quite a few shades. Honestly, I might see if any of my friends want some, but these are the YSL Kiss Shaper liners and they have one shade that's a little bit deeper than this that has been working really well for me. It's actually in my purse. This is the YSL Love Nude Kiss Shaper and this is in the shade 110. Dare I say, I really love it. And I must say, for this to be a luxury line, typically, in my opinion, they can be hit or miss with the shade ranges, but the shade range for this collection is very vast. This is not sponsored, but I do think they have something that would genuinely fit every single shade. Yeah. Yeah. Now I know why it stays in my purse. Why I need another one, low-key. YSL. How much is that lip liner? Did they mess around and make me fall in love with an expensive lip liner? Of course they did. It's $29. But if you use Coin Collector, which is another one that I use often, which as you can see is at the nub. If you use Coin Collector, that one's like $24. But the shade is called Espresso Dreams. It's a dark chocolate brown. I feel like whenever I use it, I'm like in the car or something like that, so I'm not really like fully paying attention to the fact that I'm using a really good liner. I'm just like, let me line my lips real quick. Now that I'm like sitting down and doing my makeup, it was so smooth. Love the color payoff. Shade range for that to be like a new lip liner collection is very expansive. Love it. Beep beep. Oh, I lied. The Coin Collector is $14. So it's a little bit more, but I like it. I genuinely would like repurchase it and rebuy it on my own. I am just going to wipe off the excess and then I'm just gonna go in with the other brush and like touch up the other areas. For my setting spray, I have been using this. I got this setting spray not long ago and it's at the bottom. Like I have really not put this down actually. That was a bit much. I went a little insane. I'm kind of stuck because I'm like, I kind of like this like slight blush look where it's not too much, but also the urge to put blush on everything is strong. But I think I'm gonna calm that urge today, just because I want other things to be the focus of today's look, you know? But I feel like it's just enough blush that it looks like I'm just like having a schoolgirl crush, but you know, we could turn it up. I'm gonna decide on the lip. I'm gonna get dressed, show you guys the outfit, and then we can decide the lip and wrap everything up. Hey y'all, I'm getting ready to head out into the city and I wanted to show you guys today's outfit. It's been a minute since we've done one of these, so let's get into it. So I styled today's outfit around this bag with the Margot bag from Kate Spade Outlet. It's so summer, cutesy girly. I love the flower charms. My top is from KBB by Kalana. It comes with this pre-tied knot, which is super cute for the summer, very versatile. My pants are from 𝐭𝐴𝐻𝐴. I love a statement piece and 𝐭𝐴𝐻𝐴 always has the best ones. And then my shoes are like these cute white kitten heels from On 34th, 60% off. Thank ya. My earrings are these clip-ons I got from City Trends. Affordable and cute, right up my alley. The ring I have on is from this store in Bali, and then this watch I have on is actually from Amazon. And my necklace is from H&M, I'm pretty sure. Next, I have on this light body oil from Wolves and Willows. It's in the marshmallow fluff scent, but this is so cute and light enough to not get on your clothes. I love it. I have like 3 of their oils. For my fragrance, I'm wearing the Power of You by Giorgio Armani. This is so everything, and it pairs perfectly with the oil. And yes, this is today's look. I hope that you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you next time. Bye, girl. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been like an hour 15 minutes and I just got distracted. This is what the hair looks like when we take out the scarf. It was sliding back a little bit while I got dressed, and then I'm just gonna take in the brush that I blended out my foundation. I'm gonna take that just a little bit, but I'm really gonna go in with that Kevyn Aucoin brush that I used to blend out my contour, and I'm gonna use that to blend, just, you know, make sure it's seamless around the hairline. And then the brush that I had with the powder, I'm just gonna go over that so it's nice and seamless. Guys, I love this look. Let's get into the lip. I know I want to do a glossy moment. Do I want to do what I always do though? We'll change it up just a little bit. It's gonna be the same concept. Is it? Yes, I'm gonna go in with this Maybelline Lifter Gloss. This is in the shade 900, and I'm gonna put this on the inside of my lips, and it's giving powdered donut right now, but let me cook. Then I'm gonna go in with this Givenchy Beauty Perfecto Serum Lip Oil. I'm just gonna put this as a topper, and that's gonna be today's gloss. I think I'm gonna go in with just a little bit more of the pink in the middle. And that's what we're looking like for the gloss. I need a necklace. So I have this ring on. I'm gonna obviously show you guys the whole look, but I have this ring on, and it's from this store in Bali when my sister and my mom went, and it just, they called me and they were like, do you want anything out of here? I was like, let me look around, honey. Let me through there. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, mascara, like hello. So I'm gonna go in, you guys know my favorite, it is the Sephora Collection Size Up Volume Mascara. One of my all-time favorites. I'm gonna go in with that. I'm cleaning my vanity today. Oh my gosh, I can like not even operate, really, honestly, at all. And I'm gonna add this mascara to my eyelid, my eyelashes. Much better. Let me dry those. Is this my summer look? I mean, it's not far from my winter look, but like, is this my summer look? The fact that it's not far from my winter look. I need a necklace. More than a necklace, I need to put on some deodorant. I'm gonna zoom you guys out just a little bit. Okay, now that we are must know more, this is the final look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. It's like yapping on the phone with your friend while you're doing your makeup. I love it. But I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video and hanging out with your girl. And as always, bye girl. I'll see you next time.